Hey Metal VC, Surface Noise Vinyl back with a best of 2022 video. I'm gonna show my top 15 records that I've been listening to a lot this year, in no particular order because I can't decide on an order. But yeah, I'm gonna show you my top records. I'm gonna start with Tomaruum. Not sure how you pronounce this band name. This album is called Ashen Realms of Stone Icons. These guys are a newer black metal band on Prosthetic Records. And yeah, this is just some really solid black metal. Very cool. I'm sure I showed probably all of these records before, so I don't really need to go into much detail, but this is a really solid album, and this band is new to me, so I'll definitely be looking out for them in the future. Next up is an old classic. I've been a fan of this band for many, many years. This is Cave In with Heavy Pendulum, and this is a really surprisingly good album. I shouldn't say surprisingly, but in the last few years they definitely did not. I believe they actually went on hiatus for a while, but the last couple of albums that they put out I kind of ignored, and but this one, nice red, transparent. But yeah, this album is really good. Definitely a return to form. So yeah, if you're familiar with Cave In's breakout album Jupiter from 2000, I think this kind of borrows a lot from that, as well as their earlier albums, which were post-hardcore metal. Well, hardcore but with a metallic edge, but not metalcore. Cooler than that. Anyway, check this out if any of that sounds interesting. It's distinctive clear vocals, but also there's a lot of growly vocals on this album as well, which is something they brought back. They kind of lost that in later albums, but yeah. So Heavy Pendulum. Next up is some awesome melodic death metal. Temple of Void with Summoning the Slayer, and this is a great album. Not a perfect album. The last track on the album, Disillusion, is not good. I don't know. They tried to go for some really melodic, totally different feeling thing, and it just doesn't work in my opinion. But other than that, it's a great album. Probably the standout track is the second one, Death Touch, on side one. Yeah, it's an awesome track. So super catchy, as well as being super heavy. On lovely orange, transparent vinyl. So yeah, Temple of Void, check them out. This is a great album. And just a great band. I think they have 4 albums in total. I have 3 of them. But yeah, great stuff. Next up is not really a metal band. I guess maybe you'd call these guys post-hardcore. This is Russian Circles with Gnosis. Yeah, like I said, post-hardcore. No vocals. It's all instrumental. A 3-piece. Tend to have longer songs, but there is some other instrumentation, baritone and synth. But yeah, these guys, hard to describe them if you've never heard them. Really groovy but heavy at the same time. I believe this is another Transparent Orange. Seems to be a theme today. Yeah, Russian Circles. If you've never checked them out and you like, I mean, when I say groovy and heavy, it's not anything like stoner rock. It's way different than that. More of a almost mathy feel to it, but these guys are definitely not a math rock band, or math metal, or even that technical. Yeah, but definitely will make you bob your head for sure. Anyway, highly recommend Russian Circles. Next up, this was a controversial album for this year. And yeah, I guess maybe I'm a little bit of a fanboy, but I do love Darkthrone with their new one, Astral Fortress. This is just on black vinyl, so I don't need to show it, but yeah, I think this is a solid album. Standout tracks, definitely the first track, Caravan of Broken Ghosts, Stalagmite Necklace, Kevorkian Times. Yeah, just a solid album, definitely in the vein of the last couple of Darkthrone albums. They're not really doing anything new for what Darkthrone does, but I think they do it well, so I'm happy. I've got no complaints on that one. Next up is a surprise. I was surprised at how much I liked this album, because I don't know, it just wasn't on my radar. I didn't think it would really be my thing. But this is Venom Prison with Erebos. And yeah, this is just a really good album. There's the band there. Yeah. Solid female fronted vocals. Super screamy. Yeah, she's got a great set of pipes on her. So, yeah. Another one I would highly recommend. Death metal-y, but, lots of hooks and great riffage and stuff as well. So, makes it a really fun listen. Highly recommend Venom Prison's new one. And another one that I completely fell in love with this year is Devil Master Ecstasies of Never-Ending Light, I believe is the title. Anyway, Devil Master is raw black metal with like some punk and rock kind of riffage thrown in. It definitely is quite raw, but it's, I don't know, the melodies still somehow shine through, even though it's so raw sounding. Yeah, just really catchy, really fun. I mean, there's Motorhead and Celtic Frost influence, and Venom too, I would say, in this, but they're kind of more catchy than any of those bands are. Yeah, great stuff. This is on purple, pinkish purple, yeah. Yeah. Another awesome one. I need to seek out more from these guys, because this is all I have by them. But yeah, I really, really like this a lot. So another one. This is a newer band. This is their second album on $20 Spin. On $20 Spin, it's Predatory Light with Death in the Twilight Hours. Just a solid American black metal band, kind of atmospheric. I think this is on black. Yeah, just on black, but nice labels. I like the artwork in this one. Lyric sheet with like a gold kind of leaf. That's really cool. You can see that there. Yeah, like I said, just some solid atmospheric black metal from the US. I mean, we all know $20 Spin's been killing it lately, so anything that goes out on that label is pretty much a sure bet. Yeah, Predatory Light, another great one. Okay, now we're getting into the cream of the crop for sure. Starting with Midnight's newest, Let There Be Witchery. Some people said the last couple Midnight albums weren't as good as the first two, I believe. But this latest one I think is great. This is their 5th album or 6th. Can't remember. I think it's 5th. Anyway, yeah. There's some great songs on here. Sex Witchery is probably the one that stands out the most. Anyway, I mean, if you know these guys, you know what they're all about. It's Motorhead worship for sure. But yeah, awesome band, Midnight. I'm sure you already know them, but if you don't, what are you doing? Go check this out. Okay. Now we're into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so top 5. The other 10, all great albums. Didn't really rank them. These ones I might be a little more finicky with. So number 5 is Shape of Despair with Return to the Void. This is all out funeral doom. It's slow, it's heavy. Another female fronted band, which is cool. This band actually has 2 singers, a male and a female, and they trade off quite nicely actually, so that kind of makes them a bit more unique for sure. It's very hard to get. Okay. The jacket is kind of a nice, like, textured cover. So yeah, it's got kind of a glossy textured surface to it, and the cover itself is a painting, so that actually kind of adds a nice effect. So that's a cool bonus as well. And then it's double LP, and the vinyl itself is a gray marbled color, which is also very nice, and it matches the artwork on the cover. So yeah, Shape of Despair, Return to the Void. Like I said, just a great funeral doom. Very slow, very heavy, male-female vocals. Yeah, number 5. And number 4, don't think I have to talk much about this. This is Bloodas Nord, Disharmonium, Undreamable Abyss. I'm sure you guys already know about this album. Very hard to get out of the sleeve because it's actually double. It's got like a slip cover. You don't see vinyl with slip covers very often, and then just more amazing Lovecraftian artwork. Bloodas Nord just announced that they're doing a 2 or 3 album run all about Lovecraft. And the first one I think is due out later 2023, which is awesome. I'm very excited for that. So, and this one is on another marbled purplish pink record. Very cool. So yeah, just if you're not familiar with this band, it's insane, dissonant, experimental black metal. Very, very unsettling and almost horrifying at times. This is not for the faint of heart, for sure. This is especially what just starts off the first track, Chance of the Deep Ones. It is disturbing, but in a good way. But yeah, awesome album. Number 4. Number 3, some CanCon. This is Wake with Thought Form Descent. Yeah, this is on Metal Blade. These guys have been around for a while. They used to be a grindcore band. And then this is, I believe, their second album from switching from grindcore. This is actually a modern black metal, atmospheric, but unrelenting at times. Like, not just atmospheric. It's got more going on than that. Nice swampy green marble. Yeah, these guys are amazing. Really, really like this album. It's just a really solid black metal album with great riffs. So yeah, Wake, Thought Form Descent. I believe they're from Vancouver. Yeah, check it out. Great Canadian black metal. Okay, top 3. This one blew me away. I was not expecting it. I actually got this copy from a friend who just wanted to pass it on. Yeah, it's Absent and Body Plague God. This is, I don't know, it's just been suiting my mood a lot lately. It's just a great album. Another Transparent Red. So yeah, this is a super group of sorts. I'm not usually a fan of super groups. Usually I think they never live up to the hype, but I think this one does. And yeah, so it features members from Amun-Ra, Neurosis, and Sepultura, and of course Scott Kelly from Neurosis was in this. After all the controversy, turned out he's a total scumbag, so he's out. But I did hear, I think, that they are going to continue on without him. So that is awesome news, and I look forward to hearing what they do next. So. And number 2, if you watch my channel, this should come to no surprise that I'm a huge fan of Voivod. They are one of my favorite bands, and Synchro Anarchy is an amazing album. I mean, in my opinion, they're almost all great albums, especially the last few have all been great. The Wake and Target Earth are both amazing albums. And this one, again, is also awesome. Just, they're at the top of their game here. You know, the Voivod weirdness is in full effect, but the heaviness, the catchiness, you know, the groove, the band is so friggin' tight. I've seen them play live a couple of times, and every time they put on an amazing show. You know, these guys have it worked down to a science. They know what works for them. And yeah, it is seriously a pleasure to watch and listen to, and they are definitely one of Canada's treasures. Anyway, I'll stop gushing. Check this out if you've not heard it. If you have heard it and you don't think you like it, listen to it again. It definitely takes a few listens to like work its way into your brain, but once it does, you will like it and you will thank me for it. So yeah, check it out. Voivod, Synchro Anarchy. Okay, and did I leave the best for last? Well, let's see. This is actually not a metal album. This is like a hard rock album. Helicopters, Eyes of Oblivion. This is one catchy album. So anyone who doesn't know, Nicky Anderson, however you want to say his name, he is the lead singer of this band. He was the drummer of Entombed for their first couple albums. Yeah. So just great Swedish rock and roll. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say about this. These guys are awesome. I mean, if you don't like this album, maybe check your pulse, because it's amazing. Just, you know, how I don't understand how you can like metal and not like rock and roll. It's just that, you know, they are pretty much one and the same. It's just a few subtle differences, really. So, yeah. Helicopters, Eyes of Oblivion. Probably didn't see that one coming, but I can't get enough of this album. It's amazing, and you should go listen to it, download it, buy it right now. So, I'm going to stop chatting. So, that's it. Top 15, like I said, not really in any particular order except for maybe the last 5. Leave comments down below, and like and all that stuff if you feel like it. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you think. You know, if you think I'm wrong, let me know. That's cool. Yeah, so thanks again, guys. And here's the 2023.